forgot to bring that back.
We have returned.
Yep. Ready to do some stuff and things.
All right. So
we're going to get right to it this time.
We're getting right into it.
What's our topic for today?
So today we're going to talk about the ghost of Princess Angeline, Seattle's enduring spirit at Pike Place Market.
Now, we wanted to do this because I feel like we hit cryptids and we went conspiracy hardcore. We haven't done paranormal ghost.
Yeah, we did a little bit with the ghost of Brandon Lee, but and you said we got a good response out of that. So we're paying attention and we're trying to give you all what you want. And so we got ghost stories.
Apparently, you know what sucks? We didn't record video on Brandon Lee's one. And
that's too bad.
Like, probably would have been pretty good.
That was one of the early ones too.
Yeah. And,
well, these are all kind of still early ones.
Yeah. Well, apparently we're doing something right because there's at least one like or comment out there. So leave those and subscribe and all that stuff. And then I'll do like always. Then I'll put it right here. And then I don't. Like I was saying,
I'll put it right here in my heart.
Yeah. It's a thought that counts.
Yep.
That's what I've heard.
Yes. That's what I keep saying.
That's what I keep saying. It gets me out of stuff. All right. Let's do this story here. All right.
Pike Place Market, Seattle's iconic hub of fresh seafood, flowers, and performers, draws millions yearly. Yet after hours, strong start.
Wasn't your wife saying, you really should pre-read these and, try? What was the answer?
Dude,
no, I don't want to try.
As I'm reading that, I started reading and I was like, all right, I'm doing pretty good in my head, And then
I wasn't.
And then I stopped.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's part of the charm.
I do too.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I find it's hard to read and not just I'm reading the words and it's and put emotion into it, and it's almost like you have to just go really slow and over emote everything.
Yeah, and as for like stumbling through it, I like the idea that if we're lucky enough to where this actually becomes a thing and we can just do this full time, and we have like a following, it'd be nice to have record like, hey, you still mess up, you still struggle,
true,
you're still human.
Making everything super tight and polished like that has its place, but at the same time, it's kind of fake.
Yeah. I agree.
So, whatever. If we need to change, then let us know. Put in the comments.
Yeah.
Or for sure. Or something like that. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We got that out. We're back on the story.
Okay. Yet after hours, a different presence lingers. The ghost of Princess Angeline, eldest daughter of Chief Seattle, whose apparition has shuffled through the lower levels for over a century.
Oh.
Born around 1811 or between 1811 and 1820, I guess they don't have solid records back
Probably
then.
not.
That makes sense.
They didn't, put things on paper back then.
No. Born
like
into
20 years ago.
Into the Duwamish people, Angeline lived through the transformation of her ancestral lands into modern Seattle. After the 1855 Treaty of Point Elliott displaced many Native Americans, she refused to leave. She stayed in a small waterfront shack near today's market, supporting herself by weaving baskets and doing laundry for settlers, despite laws barring indigenous residents. Her haunch. I don't know if she's hunched or haunched. I think no.
Her hunchback.
They're saying hunched, bro. So I don't know.
What's the word?
Hunched.
What's the whole sentence? Where are we at?
Her hunched figure. Here, cue the music, and I'll just keep going. You'll get it.
Okay. So it is. See, that's how that works.
I just wasn't
She
expecting
is a hunchback.
Something.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
All right. Her hunched figure, wrapped in a red shawl and leaning on a cane, was instantly recognizable. She died in 1996 at about age 85. Dang, pretty good run.
That's for then. That was back in like 1800.
Yeah, born in 1800s. Yeah.
You're like double the life expectancy. You only lived to like 30.
Yeah, and she was buried at Lakeview Cemetery on Capitol Hill. Pike Place Market opened in 1907 on the site of her former cabin. Soon after, reports emerged of a frail, elderly Native American woman wandering the lower levels, stairways, and especially from the western avenue and shadowed corners.
Oh, so
she's like coming out of like the shadows.
It's an Indian burial ground.
Is Capitol Hill Pike Place Market?
But apparently, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's what they said she was buried in Capitol Hill.
Well, they said they built Pike Place where her shack was or whatever.
Yeah.
But
she may have died there.
Yeah.
Got
it. But do you haunt where you died or where you live?
I don't know.
Because in Beetlejuice, they went back to their home.
Yeah, it doesn't say where she passed. They just say where she was buried.
Okay. So this goes back to my dad telling me, I don't know if this is real or just like his dad and his dad's dad, which would be, my grandpa or whatever.
Yeah.
Great grandpa. Just saying this stuff and then that gets passed on as being truth or not. But he would tell me that he'd go riding around out here on his motorcycle and he's like, I'm not kidding. You'd find burial grounds all the time. Just unmarked.
Just bones out in the woods and stuff?
Yeah, well, and that stuff happens all the time. But
I've never seen bones out in the wood, like human bones. Maybe I haven't. I just thought they were animal bones, but
you don't see bones that often, though. Like they're always like, when you ever see a mountain lion's bones?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What are they doing with them? That's why you'd never find.
That's a good point.
That's why you wouldn't find Sasquatch.
Because I've seen like in the area where we go hunt in like Eastern Washington, I see like deer bones and stuff. But I don't recall ever seeing like bear. I know there's bear out there, and I know there's cougars and mountain lions, but I've never seen their skulls or bones or nothing.
No, like you don't see.
That's a good point.
I've seen lots of prey and things, but like the predators, it's like gone.
And in all fairness, if I was in the woods and I saw like a mountain lion skull on the ground, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm taking that.
Well, a big cat skull. Like, oh,
that's awesome.
Where do you find that? Yeah. So, just
so
a thought.
There could be that too, but yeah, or at least the claws or something. Yeah, man.
And somehow we got on to Sasquatch because call back to other stuff we've done. Go watch those.
Yeah.
So
it's good stuff back then.
But my dad would say that he'd find all these supposed burial grounds. Who knows what it really was? But it's an interesting thought of Seattle is built on top of
another Seattle.
Yeah. It's all, and it burnt down at one point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
there's a tour you can go on. I went on it once when I was a kid. It's like the Seattle Underground tour, and they take you. It's weird because you walk from like back alleys into like a room, and then there's like another door or like a staircase that goes somewhere, and you go down that staircase, and there's like ruins of like a whole other part of the city down there that all burned down at one point.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It all burnt down. I'm over here laughing.
But you can go into there and like there. I remember there was a part where, a part of the street like that you'd walk on today was made out of like these glass circle, like almost like Coke bottles, but not Coke bottles, but that type of shape and design, right? And you could you're underneath it, looking out, and you can see people like walking around up there, and like, but it's a whole other thing down there.
And just an interesting thought of you don't know what was there. What are the ghost rules?
Ghost rules. I don't know.
Like Beetlejuice. So like when you die, did you go back to your home, or was it where do you die as? Do you come back as a ghost of how you died?
I don't know, man. You wake up from the simulation. That's what happens.
Is that what happens? You just like Neo and you're like, pull this thing out.
That's what I think.
Whatever this was.
Yeah.
And okay, so Ghost of Princess something.
Princess Angeline. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard about this.
Okay, so I skipped over it at first because it's going to be really hard for me to pronounce it. But her I guess her native name is
her actual name.
Yes, is bear with me. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm sorry. Don't cancel me.
Kikisoblu.
Kinky.
No, Kiki.
Oh, sorry.
Kikisoblu. Kikisoblu.
That sounds about right. Okay. Why do we do that?
But for some, I guess she was also predominantly known as Princess Angeline.
Well, because that's what all the white people will call her. Because I can't say you Kiki Siku or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and her dad was chief, so I guess that makes the chief like a king.
Yeah.
The king.
So they just you put your words in there. That always bothered me. How come? So how do you say Germany?
King Seattle would have been cool.
In German. And they're like, oh, they don't speak, they speak Deutsch and they're from Deutschland. Like, oh, that makes sense. Why don't we call it that? Like, because we were like, I don't care. I'm going to call you.
I saw a stand-up comedian a long time ago. Side note. And I think his name was Steve Lazon. And he had a joke about that, about how like one day at the UN, like everyone showed up the first day and we're introducing themselves, and Germany's like over there, like, yeah, I'm Deutschland. And he comes to America and he's like, hi, I'm Deutschland. He goes, I'm gonna call you Germany.
it's those skits of George Washington. So like, we're gonna have everything. There'll be 12 inches in a foot. Oh, and so
yeah, I've seen that,
so,
yeah.
so how many feet will be in a mile? No one knows.
We'll eat cows and call it beef. Eat pigs and call it pork. What are we gonna call chicken? We're gonna call it chicken.
They're right. I'd say this all the time. It's like, English is stupid. We just name it weird, whatever. Yeah. And then there was a whole argument with my sister-in-law. Like, no, there's rules. Like, I know there's rules, but then there's exceptions that they just, we call it that because all right. Because it felt like it. Well, a lot of times it's because it's somebody's name or whatever. But the rules don't apply when you don't want it, so it's confusing.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay. All right. We'll get back to the story, I suppose.
All right, Bornra. I read that part already. Witnesses describe her as a bent figure in period clothing, moving slowly with a cane. She appears in peripheral vision, vanishes when approached, and is sometimes accompanied by a pungent odor or cold spots.
Oh, she's stinky.
Apparently, nighttime employees hear shuffling footsteps or soft voices. Her presence feels watchful and melancholic rather than menacing, a tie to the land her people once steward.
Ooh.
Side note, go and pause that for a second.
Okay.
When they said they would see her at a peripheral vision, I haven't seen this ghost, but when I was a teenager,
I used to see ghosts.
The kid, no, yeah, I see dead people. No,
I changed my name from
when I was a teenager. My circle of friends, we all hung out at this girl's house named Liz, and it'd be cool if she saw this because she'd probably know what I'm talking about right now. Anyway, so we'd always hang out in her garage, and there was she would say there was a ghost that lived around her house.
This is
spooky. Yeah, okay, yeah. So
there you go.
So let me say this first. Let me start over. Let me Quentin Tarantino it. Let me start.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So we're sitting in her garage. The door is open. It's a one-car garage. And so we're talking across the room. And out of the corner of my eye, I see some dude run past the garage door. And I'm like, who is that? And she was like, oh, that's the runner. I was like, what do you mean the runner? She's like, oh, yeah. Like, there's a ghost around here. And we just call him the runner because that's what everyone sees. Like, they'll be like somewhere in the house or outside or wherever, and they'll see like a guy run by and they'll be like, hey, what was that? And then like, he's gone. Always nothing. Yeah, you never get a good look at him, but you can see some dude like bolting past you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know that's what's crazy. The whole time I keep seeing your arm touch her background. Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah. Look at a real concrete background. It's distracting me. Not your fault. It's besides the point.
I just wanted that reminded me of that. So
I can't think of any good.
Liz, if you watch this, if you have a good runner story, send in a comment. That'd be cool.
Send it to stories at YetiOrNotHereWeCome.com.
Yes, please.
And tell us all about your story.
Yeah.
and we'll read it. I don't even care.
I'll 100% read it.
Yeah, whatever it is, we'll say it.
Totally.
Whatever you put in there, we have to say.
Well, within reason.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll do it now.
I agree, but I also reserve the right to say whatever I want when I'm reading it.
Yeah, I do what I want.
Yeah.
Danny, you'll know what I'm talking about.
All
Okay.
right. Continue.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Okay.
All right. Angeline isn't alone. Early market manager Arthur Goodwin is seen in vintage attire. Okay, so I guess the guy who used to own it or manage it.
You say Arthur Morgan?
Arthur Goodwin.
Arthur Morgan. Somebody said that to me one time on the internet, and I'm like, who the hell is Arthur Morgan?
Yeah, in the former Butterworth building, now known as Kell's Irish Pub. I've been there. Once a mortuary, hosts shadowy figure and phantom footsteps. Ghost children have also been reported playing in the quiet spots.
Ooh.
I don't know of a lot of quiet spots in Pike Place Market, but
Ghost Kids is scary sounding though. I don't.
Ghost Kids does sound scary.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Well, you know what's funny is they said in it that her presence is accompanied by some smelly smells, but you're also in the fish market.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So could be that.
could be. Yeah,
Or it just could be she smells like fish.
and there's a lot of other stinky stuff down there too.
Well, yeah. I I don't know. Won't be Starbucks anymore.
No.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Washington State, for sucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't disagree with you on that one.
Yeah. Well, try not to get too far into that stuff because
Yeah.
you just get really angry.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Yeah. Okay. What we got left about this?
So, Washington has many ghost tales, from starvation heights to haunted saloons and asylums, but Angeline stands out as its historical roots and connection to Seattle's busiest landmark. That was tough.
Good job.
It symbolizes displacement, resilience, and endurance, and enduring bonds to place in a city built on Duwamish land. Her spirit quietly reminds us of what progress left behind. All right. Next time you visit for salmon or flowers.
Oh, wait. Here's where you got to really amp up the emotion because it's finishing, right?
Yeah.
I could tell. Okay. Try it. This is a funny experiment. Try to read this as dramatic as possible.
All right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Next time you visit for salmon or flowers, listen for the tap. Let me start over.
Okay.
Let me start over.
Okay. We're trying to learn as we go.
Yes.
This is a documentary of ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next time you visit for salmon. God, that's so hard.
It is. When we tried to do the Men in Black episode, the whole time,
man.
I'm like, I can't say failure. I still can't. I still can't say. Okay, my brain was reading like, okay, you would say fail.
I'm gonna fail right now.
You learn fail. Failure.
Yeah, there you go.
If I did it. I did it. Okay.
All right. Last time. I got it.
All right. You got this.
Next time you visit for salmon or flowers, listen for the tap of a cane near the lower stairs at dusk.
You'll hear it.
Princess Angeline may still be watching over the market she once called home.
I think that was pretty good.
Sent from my iPhone.
That was pretty decent. Oh, that was a good
All right.
trying something out there.
Yeah, that's weird how hard it is to do that.
Isn't it?
That's difficult. That's not easy.
Like you have to read it and say it how you would normally say words.
I don't know how these kids on
stupid is
YouTube
that?
do it now. They're just screaming into the microphone all the time.
Oh, well, we could attempt to do that.
I don't want to do that. That's annoying.
No. Every time I hear that, you hear, I'm like, oh, shut that off.
There's two types of videos I hate on YouTube, and one is those kind, and the other kind is when it's just like some person eating like some really gross, loud, sloppy food.
Ew.
It's so like raw octopus.
Ew.
Or like or like slurping clams, like your oysters, like It's just gross, dude. It's
I know.
so gross. I hate it.
I know. I don't
And they
think
come
I
across
ever.
my feed all the time.
I don't think I ever get that stuff. You must.
You're gonna start getting them now.
Well, probably. Oh, you know what? I don't have my phone
You
in
hear
my
like
pocket.
all the weird, gross noise from like eating something like that.
Maybe you stop and watch it just long enough where it's like, maybe you like really gross sounds.
No, man.
You like them sloppy noises.
No, dude.
I
That's
know how
gross.
you kids like them sloppy.
That's Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go away, lady. You're scaring us.
Yeah.
Or something. Is Billy Madison.
Yeah. That's a good one. All right, that's all I got.
You know what? You want to just keep this one short?
Let's do it.
I mean, who cares?
Yeah, man.
It's our show. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, we got more.
All right.
We can do more. Well, stay tuned because next time we'll have something else.
Exactly. That's how it works. We're probably wearing the exact same stuff.